Just breathing the day, yeah, making waves, kicking ass online, can't behave, laughing in the face of wannabe queens, living off memes and caffeine dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie Beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be freezing, don't care, facing the screen, ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breathing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with a wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care, streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign, feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch, calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. That woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning from me and my mean smirk, and happy Friday. How the hell are you? I would bet you're doing better than Foodie Beauty, whose GoFundMe was taken down. I'm sorry, I find it funny when like scammers are trying to scam and then a wrench is thrown into their plans. I find it hilarious. She's been raging for like the past 24 hours. She was just live not that long ago. I was screen recording it. She was farting, raging, buffering. She's leaving on a road trip today, by the way. She's leaving on a road trip with the man she's supposedly leaving, because isn't that what all women want to do? Go on a long ass road trip where you're stuck inches away from the person that you currently despise. I mean, doesn't that sound like a dream? Anyways, apparently they're going with an entourage of 16 people because it's safer that way, she says. Everybody's been talking about her money laundering. I found something weird on Facebook, okay? And I'm not going to go too much into it until I could dig some more. But I wanted to find Salah's old Facebook. I had remembered this tweet. I'm going to say hi to you guys. I have to say this, and I'm looking off to the left, so I'm not looking at the chat right now. Okay, so the other day I had told you guys in a stream that we were going to cover Salah's old Facebook post. I don't know what happened or why we never got to it, other than the fact I must have forgot to retweet it. So I was looking all morning for this fucking post because it was specific photos of Salah with a little boy and a little girl whom I believe are his children. And there's multiple photos, right? There's also a photo of a woman that I think is Noor. He made a post about his beautiful wife, something about his son Omar. Anyways, I couldn't find this tweet. I ended up finding another video. We are going to cover that. This is going to be a long stream, by the way. Anyway, so I'm looking around on Facebook, searching Salah Al-Rafi. And then I find this account of a Noor and Salah Al-Rafi. And then I'm looking through the photos, and I swear it's the same children, or they look very similar. It looks like the same children in Salah's Facebook post. Again, I could be completely wrong about this. I'm just telling you guys about my little rabbit hole I went down. And then I'm going to do some more searching. And then there's this photo of what looks like Salah, but like an emaciated Salah. Anyways, it looks like him. And then everybody's commenting a broken heart. And in my head, I first saw, I'm like, no, this can't be, no, it's not Salah because it looks like they're saying like he died or something. And then my brain started working again. I'm like, what if he faked his own death? What if? But anyways, all I know is the photo or this guy who's in the current Facebook profile picture with Noor is not Salah, but there is a photo that I think is Salah on her Facebook with the same kids that are on Salah's Facebook. So I'm going to do some more digging. I could be completely wrong about this. But then, okay, Stella pointed out to me this morning, well, not just to me, to Discord. Do you guys remember when, I feel like it was when Foodie Beauty maybe first got to Kuwait, or maybe a year after her being there, sometime while she was in Kuwait, there was a woman coming around saying Salah was her baby daddy and that basically he was a deadbeat and she regrets having children with him. So it really makes you think, right? I mean, maybe Salah and Noors are really common names. Maybe those names are the Jennifer of the 80s. I feel like everybody's name was Jennifer or Lindsay or Kimberly. I don't know. There was a lot of the same name, right? So maybe Salah and Noor are the Jennifers of the world. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me say hi to you guys. I think Noor told him something. You're still looking for it, Stella. Okay, hello, Free the People. Hello, Stella. Hello, Get Awkward, Nick. I know I saw Bethany Badass. Hello, Siphon Gaming. Good to see you, Sushi. Hello, hello. Fashionable. Good morning to you, my friend. All right, let me keep scrolling. Blue Jays, hey. Desi's Mama. Unity Seat. Made Alive. Hello, live from South Africa. Good morning. Or good out. I don't know what time it is for you, but hello. Good day. There's a general for you. Good day. Hello, Nicole. Who else am I missing? Nick, did I say hi to you? I hope I did. Butterfly. Hello, gorgeous. Tricky Vicky. Eric. Hello, hello. Okay, hold on one second because I have to cough and I don't want to do it right in your ears. And then we're going to go to Twitter where we're going to talk a whole lot of shit. So hold on. Let me cough. All right, I think I'm alive. All right, let me. This background is very bright, isn't it? I wanted something celebratory. I mean, I guess that's not really celebratory. There you go. Woohoo! Foodie Beauty's GoFundMe is down and PayPal may be next, biatch, because you're not supposed to be collecting PayPal while you're in Syria, Foodie Beauty. I hate to break it to you. We have a lot of gross pictures to look at. It's going to be a journey, so let's get comfortable, you guys. Hold on. My feet are going to fall asleep if I sit cross-legged through this whole live stream. So let me get back. All right, get comfy, you guys. You have your caffeine. I have my Coke Zero. Coke Zero, both my vapes handy. Cell phone, and off we go. Can you see my screen? Yes. Okay, StreamYards, I don't know what you did, but I hate it. Nothing is where I want it to be. I'm just going with it though. Hopefully you guys can see this. I mean, there we go. All right. This is Pete struggling to hold the story together so he won't lose his welfare benefits. The GoFundMe is down. Do we need to play this clip? Because we have so much to cover. Yeah, why don't we? Okay, Blue Eyed Leo said, here's Pete saying none of the money goes to him and will never touch his bank account. Send this to GoFundMe. And then they put all the hashtags. So she lied to GoFundMe and said it was his bank account. Okay, press 1 to hear Pete's or press 2 if it's too early for this bullshit. I'm going to start it, but if it's too early for this, no, just I'm going to wait. Siphon flour over vapes for life. Here's the thing. I would be that way too. I seriously would be. But I feel like me sitting around with a bong or something that's glass and going to break isn't really realistic for me. It's just not. And then edibles, I'm too impatient to wait. Seriously, I'm too impatient. And then, no, so it just has to be a dispo for me. Occasionally, like a joint, sometimes I like that, but it has to be dispos. There's no way for me to break this shit. Like, sometimes, so many times throughout the day, I have things on my lap and I forget they're there for whatever reason, even though I do this the same amount of times every single fucking day. But I'll have like my phone on my lap, all my different variety of vapes. And then I stand up and everything falls to the floor, goes flying. Thank God for casely phone cases because edibles are dangerous for me. Yes, me too. I see, I feel like it doesn't work. And then I get impatient, but like really, the half hour, 45 minutes I was waiting, it felt like 8 hours to me, but it wasn't, you know? So dispo until whatever. Foodie is such a manipulative loser user. Oh, I added loser, but user, loser. Yes, she is. She is. Old Wrinkly Wiener. Hello. All right, I'm gonna skip through Pete's because either way, the GoFundMe is down. If he fucked up his welfare, it's on him at this point, right? I'm not gonna shed a tear for him. He keeps putting himself in really stupid situations for a woman who doesn't give a fuck about him. Jenny No Pants, thank you for being a member for 8 months. I bet Foodie is going to hate that trip with 16 people. I have a feeling that's why she was so bitchy this morning. So eventually, 3 years later, when I get to all that, she is in a whole ass mood today. And I was thinking, okay, I don't really, whatever I believe, I don't know. My mind changes on if this fuck is real or not. Like it just changes constantly, right? But in the off chance it's real, and she's going on vacation with the love of her, I mean, if it's not real, and she's going on vacation with the love of her life, her soulmate, the only man who has publicly claimed her, like, why is she in such a rotten mood? If my man was taking me on vacation, I'd be singing and dancing through the whole day until we went on vacation. That's what I'd be doing. That sounds like a good time to me. But she has 16 people and possibly his wife that he's reunited with. I don't know if Noor was remarried while Salah was in Kuwait and in wherever other places he was traveling the world with. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, that's so cute. My boyfriend just texted me. I'm gonna take you on vacation, baby. Thank you. Can we make it somewhere warm and with water? That's what I need. Like, I don't need to be in the snow. Let's go somewhere warm. Okay, so Blue Eyed Leo said the GoFundMe is not there now, but if they shut it down, they will issue everyone refunds. So if she went and got it out, they will take it back for refunds. Well, and Wanda, it's going to take a minute for her to get that refund. I feel like when I get refunds from businesses, like it's always the most amount of time. They never give it to me the next day. I don't know, they'll say like 3 to 10 business days, and then I'm definitely on the end of the 10. Maybe they just don't like me. I don't know, but anyways, it's not like Wanda's gonna get refunded right away, right? And what are the odds she has another grand to send Foodie? Because it wasn't just the 687. She was sending multiple donations to Foods, right? Anyway, so whatever platform Foodie is using, I think she's using PayPal today. Wanda's gonna have to wait a little bit to send that money back to her. I love this for her, by the way. You would think Foodie Beauty would learn by now, right? Like, stop telling Girl World to do our worst because we always do. We may not all get along and we may not all like each other, but seriously, we always come together when it matters. Think about it, you guys. For any amount that you've been in Girl World, think of all the reaction channels you watch. A majority of them don't like each other, right? Or have had some sort of falling out, whatever, but they come together when it matters. Just Me said, did GoFundMe take it down or did Pete's slash Foodie? If GoFundMe took it down, it could fuck with Pete's money. Malarkey Meter said it's under review apparently for being reported so much. I'm shocked that anyone sent Foodie Beauty money, $1,700. Yep. I need a Wanda in my life. Don't we all? Wanda, I will happily take $687. Send it my way. Duncan said Cutie now has to find another way to support Salah's entire village. I oftentimes think that's the only reason she's still alive over there. I don't know how awful that sounds, but I'm also not really worried about it. I mean, think of all the horrible things that are happening around her. I remember watching her live stream yesterday, and there was something happening. She called it a shower of fireworks. I don't think it was. I think at another point, people said that they heard a grenade going off. Anyways, I think she's still alive, and there's not a target on her because she probably pays for a lot of things, right? She was talking about how she helps out family. I think she's paying for other people too. I could be wrong. Meandering Thought said, I checked maybe 15, 30 minutes ago and it was still there. Now it's not. I wonder what she will try next. She also said they sold the ring and she shared the money with Salah. So guess what will happen with all the donations? I have a feeling she's traveling with the donation money. She's taking 16 people on an all paid vacation road trip. So we're going to start getting into clips from our live stream yesterday. There's some that I can just tell you what happened so we can get to the other tweets, but there's some that I want us to watch. So I said the Beast is live talking about powdering her fupa. And honestly, I had to hear it, so you guys have to too. Okay, I don't think that there's anything else interesting in this clip other than I sat through it, so I need somebody else to hear this too.
Oh, yeah. I'm so mad. I had to clean up a huge powdery mess. I've been using a lot of baby powder. Yeah, Marilla, I need the internet. Hey, Keeper of the Homestead. Yay, Megan. I hope you feel better soon. Listen, I live in a place. I'm in a place. I have.
What the fuck is happening? Said $5 for the ring, or Nor has a new bracelet.
I've been in places that are hot, hot, hot. And this one has no AC. So listen, if you're a bigger girl, you need to powder yourself daily. And I do that right after a shower. And I just had a shower. Oh my goodness. So our courtyard is full of olives from the olive tree. The olives fell off the tree. And some of them are like, are you guys there?
Do you think she leaves a trail of dust wherever she goes since she puts so much powder on her giant ass fupa balls? Do you think she walks and like white dust just trails behind her? What about when she farts?
Okay, what did you last hear?
You could
Hey,
see it
Breezes.
in real time, even if it's silent.
Carolina, I'm jealous. I miss getting my nails done. Yeah, I figured. Baby powder saves everything, I'm telling you. Yes, the olives fell off the tree. Sorry, Lizzie.
I don't know. If I'm taking the screenshot and you see it, just pay attention because comments were disappearing. So there's that.
No, if I show my face late night ASMR, I can't go live because
Sticky
it's too
snail
buffery.
trail.
Hey, Diego. My eyeball, well, it's better now, but it was sore. It was like,
I think it cuts out here. I don't know that I believe she got, what the heck was it? Some kind of fizz in her eye. I believe she got something in her eye, but not from Salah. I saw this weird theory going around on Twitter, and I didn't retweet it because it was really weird, but it made me think, okay, it was something along the lines of, remember how Salah's friends wanted to borrow Foodie Beauty? That part wasn't in the tweet, but I need to tell you guys this part, okay? So it makes sense. So remember how she said like his friends wanted to borrow her for a week? What if his friends and family members want to do things with her and that's why she's trying to get out of there and she's miserable lately? I don't know if there's any nicer way of saying that. Hopefully I did a good or well enough job of explaining without using so many words. Like, what if they all want to turn with her? I don't think she'd mind. I think she would stay. It'd be the most action she got since Canada. Anyway, she was addressing her GoFundMe being taken down. Let's see. I think this is about where she gets bitchy. I don't know. She started off fake nice, and then I know her mood changed.
they reported the GoFundMe, so it's like they're supposed to I don't know, review it. So, but whatever. I'll find other ways. I guess the people who donated would get their money back if it's going to go down, but we're going to keep fighting it.
She keeps saying we, which leads me to believe that Salah's getting this money. I also believe the theory that, remember, she had to, something about $9,000 was involved when she got married. And I think somebody said it cost around $9,000 for a divorce. And she wants 10,000. Sourdough Fupa bread. Oh God. I mean, there's people that like the stench though. I mean, hello, think of Salah. Think of the people who are actually attracted to Foodie Beauty. There's people who have a stink fetish. I don't understand it. I just don't, but whatever. Blue Eye Leo said, Tom, oh. I wonder if Tom knows you are giving away $1,000 to a drug and food addict, Wanda. I wonder. By the way, there's a part, gosh, I'm trying not to get my stream taken down with so many like bold words. Okay. Wanda's family was outed and people were coming into Foodie Beauty's live to tell her about it. And she starts getting in a whole bitchy ass mode. We eventually get to that, but I need you guys to know. All right. She is going on a long road trip with the man she is leaving. I don't encourage anybody to reach out or go IRL with anybody. Don't bully anybody. Don't harass anybody. Talk all your shit in my live stream. Okay. Use my chat as your outlet. Have at it. Do I feel bad? I feel bad for her daughter. Wanda, I don't feel bad for because these beezers went around doxing people for just talking about Foodie Beauty. So sometimes when you laugh at things like that happening, it ends up happening to you, you know? So anyway, she's going on a long road trip with the man she's leaving because that's what every couple wants when they're breaking up, to sit inches away from each other for hours and hours and hours.
It's
Play.
probably do vlogs. Hey, Fernanda. I'll probably do vlogs.
To
Yeah.
the people. I could speed this up.
So we're going on a long road trip to different areas of Syria.
Yay.
Oh, really, Autumn? Oh, Kim.
We'll get to see another watering hole. How exciting.
Good old cats, eh? Yeah, so since you can't donate to the GoFundMe right now, you can donate to PayPal. That's probably your best bet. Like
You're not supposed to be receiving money for PayPal while you're in Syria. I also have a clip, unfortunately, for you, Foodie Beauty, where you said you were a permanent resident in Syria. So there's that.
Normal donation through PayPal, not the fundraiser. I'm hoping that they'll put it back up once they review the information. And yeah.
She is. Someone said she's probably going to take her YouTube money out in the next country. I think so too. How do you ask for money for $10,000 to go home and then eat out every single night, and now you're going on a family road trip with 16 people?
So, anyways, that's what I'm doing. I still have to do laundry and everything.
Why do you lie? We know you're not doing laundry to go on a road trip. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, we're going on a long road trip tomorrow in Syria. Money run to Beirut. YouTube payout 922. Salah is pinning her PayPal in the chat. So just keep all this in mind because, like I said, maybe 3 years from now, but it will happen. I have a clip of Foodie Beauty saying that she's a permanent resident there. So she's not supposed to be getting money. You know, and I don't want to hear her bitch and cry about this because if you were doing things the right way, there would be nothing to report. Nothing at all. Olive trees and vibes. Yeah, she kept talking about the olive trees in her courtyard. And I just couldn't. I'd start screen recording. She's like, so the olive trees in our courtyard? And I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Like, shut up. You stay out there eating. Okay, we get it. You and your olive trees. What courtyard? Does anybody believe Foodie Beauty has a courtyard? She says Pete's isn't mad at her and he won't get any trouble. I mean, Foodie, your your GoFundMe was taken down for a reason. So many GoFundMes get reported every single day, and somehow magically they stay up, right? So you must be doing something you're not supposed to be doing, which Pete's name was attached to it. That's stupid.
Oh,
Rude Bunny. Hey, Krita.
I don't think they deleted the GoFundMe.
Oh, well, I guess if it's a compound, there's a courtyard. I can see that, but I don't believe Foodie Beauty and Salah have this giant mansion with a courtyard and a, how do you say it? Foyer? I guess it just depends on how you say it. I don't know.
Hey, Aurora.
It looks like a duplex.
No, Pizza's not upset with me. And what I do with my YouTube paychecks are no one's business. I'm not going to go over my whole financial budget. You know, if I'm
Then don't ask for money if it's nobody's business.
asking for a certain amount of money, that's what I need. If you don't want to donate, don't donate. Oh, thanks, Tiny Shamrocks. I appreciate you. So yeah. But Pete's will not get in trouble. That is the stupidest thing in the world.
You know what's the stupidest thing in the world? Thinking that you two are untouchable. I would think Canada would feel a certain type of way if they're giving him money because he won't get a job, and yet he's tied to a GoFundMe asking for $10,000. I mean, what do I know? I don't work for the government. I don't work for I don't know. But I would feel like if people get in trouble for welfare fraud, Pete isn't above any of that, right? Like he's not special. He can too. Her chat was trying to rile her up, which was so funny to me. And she said, Jimmy Kimmel getting fired isn't American. I said, oh, and the super chat got deleted. Am I the only one who doesn't care that Jimmy Kimmel got fired? Can we go for the view next? I mean, Michelle Jones said, so when were you going to tell us about Salah's Facebook post from 9 years ago, stating Noor is his first wife and Sasa is his daughter? And this is a fake Amberlyn Reed, by the way. More and more, I'm telling you, I think Noor is his wife. I think these kids belong to Salah. I do. I believe maybe Nora was coming around before, if that was truly her, and saying Salah's a deadbeat. Maybe he has more kids we don't know about. Why would you want to procreate with that? Maybe it's Slim Pickens places. I don't know.
Yeah, if they do.
To be fair, I used to like The View many, many moons ago. I feel like when it was first on TV and Barbara Walters was on it. And then I don't know what happened to that show. So please don't think it's because any other reason other than it used to be watchable. And just, it's not.
He is, yes. Good friend, yes. That's how it's been over the many, many years. We've always done things for each other, so. And not any amount of loser going into his chats and being like, oh, you better watch it. Your life is going to be missed.
Shoo.
He's never going to ever listen to your shit, so good luck. Do I miss my Beezer's pre-Kuwait arc? Honestly, if people are going to leave for like no reason, not really. Hey, punk rock, are you griff maxing? Heck yeah. So if you want to help me get home to Canada, you can donate to my PayPal. The link is pinned, or you can contribute to my goal, which is also pinned.
So her chat kept asking her about her GoFundMe being removed. And every time she would talk about it, there'd be like another wave of people coming in. And it was slowly but surely chipping at her, which was amazing.
Or you can get a cameo. That also helps. And yeah. Every day I'm going to grift. Hexy, you miss me? Okay, kinda. No, I'm not coming back to Syria ever. Hey, Nicole. 10K will be enough. Why would Canada not let me back in? That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, that's okay, Teardrop. They'll get refunded and they'll probably just redonate to me through my PayPal or through Super Chats. It's fine with me. I'm not trolling you when I say this. Sincerely, Syria and the Middle East seem horrible. Why not go back at first world country with higher living standards? I'll love genuine artist Michael. Thank you, Michael, for the contributing to the goal. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Get Awkward said, yep, fuck Pete. Ziaba was telling people to leave him alone. I'm like, no, report him, report him. I guess I don't like Pete's either. I don't. I guess I could see her point because she's like, he already has nothing. But oftentimes when we're constantly coddling people, oh, they already have nothing, oh, they're going through a lot, blah, blah, blah. Like, he already doesn't work. He refuses to work. He's on government assistance. And he's tied to Foodie Beauty. He's eventually going to be living with her again if she makes it back to Canada, where she pays for everything again. So why should he be given money when Foodie Beauty is going to pay for all his food and everything else? I'm not going to go out of my way to report him, but I get where people are like, he already has nothing, leave him alone, I guess. But then I also remember he's a grown-ass man playing with My Little Ponies, and he likes to sit around writing stories about grape. So do I care what happens to him? Not so much.
Well, I am going back to first world country, but I really have enjoyed my time.
Oh yeah, remember he was stuck on reaction channels. Fuck Pete's. Do what you feel inclined to do.
I'm experiencing different cultures, different parts of the world, and I hope someday I can even experience more. Maybe not to live forever, because I still want to just, live a certain lifestyle that's not so restrictive. That's just my personal preference, and I have nothing for, I've been treated nicer in Syria and more welcomed probably than even my own family, some members.
Jamie, we don't. But to be fair, if he can go live on YouTube, why can't he shred paper somewhere? I don't know. It's not like he can't find something to do, right? Like, there's things, they have jobs like that where they just need people to shred papers in offices or make copies, right? Like, he can do that.
Of my own family, and these people know my past. They know, Canada 10K. Yeah, of course I'm going to use like my money too, but at least for a couple of months I have some money tied up in paying off some debts and stuff.
And he's had jobs before. There's that part. He's had jobs before. If he was able to work those, like, why can't he right now?
So if I want to come home sooner, that's why I'm asking for help. And then if not, I'll just have to wait longer. But I get a paycheck. Earn Blue was banned. Why? Really? I don't remember. I didn't see that. In Middle Eastern people, if I've learned anything, are very kind and welcoming.
Have you seen some of the people they hire at liquor stores? I mean, he can get a job doing, and no hate if you work there. I'm sure you are very normal. But I've seen all different types of people hold jobs. And then there's Pete, who wants to play with My Little Ponies.
And a lot of people just have a lot of misconceptions about the Middle East. Hey, Vampiro. Okay, goodbye. Sorry, Chris, but you can troll me all you want, but leave my beloved mods alone.
Ew.
That's so stupid, Autumn. You should really stop watching reaction channels. It'll rot your brain, clearly.
Autumn said, I heard on a reaction channel they said held for wire fraud in Kuwait and transferring funds. Wild theories, I know. I was really hoping to see the houses all done. Wild theories. She was reported for prostitution while she was living in Kuwait. Like, do you really think wire fraud is beyond her when she literally she was a prostitute? She had people paying her to eat so they could get off. Is that not prostitution? Accepting money for sexual services? I mean,
They are links, yes. Hi, Bobby Joe. I've been treated so nice. Yes. It puts them to sleep. I don't know how it puts them to sleep.
and no offense, I feel like I get canceled left and right. If you are a prostitute, a lady of the night out there, I'm not saying that you are doing wire fraud as well. I'm just saying, Foodie, there's nothing she won't do, okay? She's a hijabi woman that men were paying to eat.
Pretty violent, like fast. And they're shaking and they love it. The Charlie Kirk, yeah. It seems that any kind of opinion you have online is just meant with rage. It's like, and honestly, like, I don't agree with what, happened to Charlie. I think that just freedom of speech is just like dead, because look what they did to Jimmy Kimmel. I don't even like Jimmy Kimmel, but just for having an opinion on MAGA, he got removed from having his show. That's
It wasn't just an opinion, right? He made a very bold statement. And you have to think there's brands and stuff involved that don't want to be tied to him after that. Anyway, says that it's not American to fire Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know. I can't bring myself to care.
totally not American. You guys have to agree with that.
But weren't you just saying freedom of speech isn't without consequences? I swear, just the other day when many of us were upset, we were being told that there's consequences for our words. Did you not hear that a million times if you were upset over recent events, that there's consequences for our words and freedom of speech shouldn't be a thing? I swear we were all told that. Now it's un-American to fire people, but it's not to unalive people over their own opinions and thoughts and things that they believe and want to say and speak out of their fucking mouth. I swear the goalpost is forever moving. I'm not going to get political here, but just the other day we were all told that freedom of speech isn't free and there's consequences for words. Now we're supposed to be upset about Jimmy Kimmel. I'm going to put my energy into laundry later. That's what I'm going to do. You found the video! Stella, can you share it with me? Please, please, please. Foodie is talking out of her backside. She's ill-informed about anything other than food. Freedom of speech has consequences. What the fuck is happening, said. I mean, that's what we were all told the other day. The harbor's so beautiful here, it's just ridiculous. The people, we have ruined everything. Chantal is actually right about the Kimmel thing. So crazy. And again, differing opinions are okay here, right? I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. This is just I don't think I am, but this is just my channel and a way for me to vocalize my thoughts and opinions, right? It doesn't mean I'm 100% right, and it doesn't mean that you have to agree with me. I've learned a lot from listening to other people's points of views and words. I mean, I'm telling you, at one point in my life, I voted a completely different way, right? And then I started listening and opening my mind and hearing the words that were coming out of people's mouth. And then I got curious and I started doing my own research and I started going down little rabbit holes that some were really effing stupid and some, I learned a lot. So, I mean, I never want to be that place where you can't have and say, Breezy, I don't agree with you. Breezy, you're wrong about this. I think that's the beauty of our chat. Not everybody is Republican, not everybody's a liberal. Sometimes we all vote different ways. Sometimes we're in the middle, but we can all hear each other out, right? So just know if I'm ever sharing my beliefs or my point of view, it doesn't mean that you have to agree with me, okay? Kimmel didn't even say anything offensive. He even gave condolences to the Kirk family. What the fuck is happening, said laughing about an assassination is sick. Morals, yeah. De-lurking to say an awakening is happening everywhere now. It is. And you can feel it. You can. I want to say one more thing, and then I'm going to move on from this topic, okay? There was like record numbers of people going back to church. I was one of the people who thought like maybe I should go back, and I'm reconsidering it. I have a hard time with church. I do. And I've struggled with it. And then at one point in my life, it was like I was always hearing about how angry God was with me. Angry, 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 even in like this one rehab, right? And so I don't know. I just started viewing everybody as like hypocrites and I started viewing things a different way. But then I went through addiction. And I'm not forcing anybody to believe in anything and I'm not telling you what to believe. But the way that I came out of that with things that I recovered from, like, that wasn't anything but God. I'm sorry. Falling off balconies, assaults, strokes, all this stuff, like, that was God. And I guess the recent things happening, it's made me really feel like, you know what, I need to revisit this. I need to revisit this. I need to go. I don't know if I'm gonna go back this Sunday, next Sunday, a year from now. or whatever. I know I'm good with God, but I feel like with the way things are, I need to get my shit right for a fact with him, right? I don't want to worry. I know I've already accepted. I don't want to chase anybody away with this talk, but like I feel like I need to go and have a long conversation. Um, and it'll mean something to me. It will. So again, I don't know. I just feel like with everything happening, there is people are waking up. And whatever that looks like to you, for me, it means I don't want my daughter to get lost in this world. So maybe I need to be an example and get my ass back in church and sit there. Maybe I do. So, anyways, I don't know if anybody needed to hear this. Oftentimes, I just share what I'm going through or what I'm thinking because I feel like somebody out there is scared to say, "Hey, I feel like this too," or "Hey, I've been there before," or is scared to say, "Hey, I need help," or "Hey, how did you change this? I want to do what you're doing." So, like, if you need to hear any of this, just know you're not alone. And if you're feeling like you need to go back, maybe we could do it together. Maybe we could do it together. All right, let's get back into this foodie beauty chat. Sorry. Protect your children. Hey, Tone. Um, yeah, that part too. I still stand by. I think you can pray and worship wherever you want to. I think you can do it in your backyard, in your living room, in the front yard. But I think I need to go and have a very long conversation. I do. And I need to thank God for carrying me through all of the shit he did. Um, and maybe that'll be my way of making things right, you know? I'm not promising that I'm gonna be there Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm gonna volunteer. I'm gonna greet everybody and walk you to the pew. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm gonna do all that, but I do wanna be an example to the little eyes that are looking at me. So there's that. All right. Anyways, back to Foodie Beauty. She is trying to rage at this point. Like she was going off at a certain point about a reaction channel or reaction channels in general, and she'd be like, "And these did it, and the jerk did it," and then it would like cut out, and it was giving me life. And I just want you guys to experience it too.
Look up that people can start a GoFundMe for people in Syria because you're wasting your fucking time. How about
It's just funny. Her GoFundMe's down. She wants to tell us what losers we are, but she can't because her internet hates her. In fact, Syrians hate her. Syria in general hates her. Okay, let's see what this is. I said I like this Layla. She said she has no idea. Oh, Foodie said she has no idea how much Julia's ticket is. She said maybe a few hundred. I found that odd because people have looked up how much it is to fly a cat from Syria to Canada. And I think at the most it was like 2 grand and it started what? I don't remember. A little less than that. Anyways, Foodie says she thinks it's only a couple hundred. So this just led me to believe this 10K she's asking for isn't going to Canada, costs for Canada, Julia, none of that, right? She just thought 10K sounded like a good amount, is my belief. So here's the comments from Layla. Chantal is a loner and she will never have a meet and greet with anyone. So don't hold your breath. Layla's very pretty. I'm gonna have the song Layla stuck in my head all day now. Watch. Layla said, "So you haven't even checked any of these details yet about getting home?" No, I'm telling you, I think she just said, "Oh, 10,000." Or Salah said 10,000. Somebody came up with 10,000, but she has no idea how much it costs to send her cat back to Canada.
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet about showing the place. Yeah, true.
Why don't I speed this up?
Would be cool, yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Hi, baby. Did you miss Mom? She's sealing with me. We want you back home. Yeah, I mean, I really want to just like start really doing a lot of content, improving my channel. I want to do all the things that some things I used to do. You never been on a plane? Liz. I remember.
CM told her if you ever date again, you need to do dating vlogs like Saji does. Imagine.
Yeah, Zach, remember them? No idea how much Julia's ticket is. Probably a few hundred. I don't know. I don't think I'd show your new place, at least for a long while. Yeah, no, I'm going to definitely be super careful. Probably have like a stream room. Hey, Liz.
stream room.
Charging for profile pics. Yeah, when I go back home, I'm going to buy canvas and paint pictures of your choice and sell them. Hey, Wanda, how are you?
This will never happen.
You.
What will happen? I
Eat
saw
cat
what you
treats for money. It's grifting stream. Oh, really, Keeper?
Are you serious, Crypta? We have lost over 500 churches in Canada in the past decade? I never imagined being Christian would be an act of defiance and rebellion. Oh my god.
So, the best country? Well,
That hurts my heart. I think everybody deserves a place to worship, no matter what religion you are. I think everybody deserves a place of community and to feel safe, and to learn, right? Also, like, if you think about it, a lot of people need God, not because life is perfect, it's because we're so fucking broken, right? If you think about it, like, Jesus didn't hang out with, like, the people who were all doing well. He hung out with the people who needed to find him, right? Like, the prostitutes, the drunks, the addicts, the thieves, whatever else. So that hurts my heart that anybody would destroy any type of church. I don't like that whatsoever. I'm not a fan. And God, the world is evil in general. It is. It is. Lolcows said Foodie Beauty is live on YouTube, literally saying she's grifting, aka scamming for money for Syria with a VPN to hide her location. This is the third fundraiser scheme since May. It is wild that you worded that way, Cryptomaria. Because I do feel like since I've been more out there, about who I am as a person, a very imperfect Christian who's reconnecting with God. I feel like that I'm rebelling, like I'm going against the grain because everybody's telling me it's wrong to be what I am. Um, it's weird, or telling me because I believe in these values, it must mean I'm XYZ. It feels like for the first time in a long time, I'm rebelling. It's weird. It's a weird, crazy feeling. No, no, no. I'm literally quoted. Okay. Um, Kitty, I would ask that you do your research. Do you have actual clips that you can show that these things left his lips? Because I see a lot of people saying that he said XYZ, but when you ask them for clips or to point them in the direction, it's all because they heard it from people. I feel like if you actually listen to him, he's none of the things people said. I'm not saying he's perfect. I don't think anybody's perfect. I don't. I don't. But I also don't think he's a lot of what people are saying he is. And I know you want us to all change our opinions, but like if we feel our certain way, um, I'm not telling you you're wrong, right? Anyways, so let's get back into Foodie again. This is her raging. I can't imagine being so angry. And yet she is.
that's actually really gross that people are like proud of doxing people and their families. Like, get a life.
Your Beezers docs, you docs. You only care when it happens to you and Wanda, right?
They act like it's like they come in here and brag like it's some moral defect of the person who was doxed. No, you're the piece of shit who's gonna get that karma and burn in hell for it. So good luck with that. Hey, Marnie.
Hey, Marty.
I know, Teardrop. If you come in here,
Okay, I need to tell you guys this, but no, I did not put it on Twitter because it was so disturbing to me. You know that Samer-based person? Friendly reminder, that's a teenager. Anyways, at the beginning of Foodie Beauty's stream or around that time, maybe it's in a clip, but I remember I took a screenshot and then I'm like, no, I'm not posting this. He was talking about watching a hijabi woman or a Muslimah or something along those lines, and her melons were out. And I was like, okay.
talk about anyone being doxxed, you're gonna be insta blocked forever. And don't ever ask for your ass to be unblocked because it's not gonna happen. Ever.
Panda! Hello, Panda! I promise you I will look into it. That is what I can promise you, Kitty. Um, I know what I've heard, but I will look into it further because I don't know. I ask everybody else to do their research, so I'm going to look to see if I can find these specific clips. I know I was told that he hated gay people, and I literally listened to him saying that God would want us to love them, like, and to welcome them and invite them to church and all this other stuff. And it's like, and I'm supposed to believe this man hates gay people just because he believes like man and woman and children doesn't mean that he hates anything, right? Um, I don't know, just like you're entitled to like a man, a woman, whatever. Like he's entitled to think that men and women should wait till marriage and then have sex and then have children. Do you know how differently my life would have been if I waited to marriage to have sex? Seriously. I mean, I'm just saying some of this stuff, maybe it was a bit extreme for you, but some of the things I don't think he was wrong about. I should have waited to marriage. I should have waited till I was married to move in, to have children, and everything else. Do you know what it's like to have a child with somebody who only wants to be a dad when they feel like it every once in a while? Like, you know? And I'm not saying that it would have been differently. Maybe I would have got married to a guy who turned out that same way, but maybe not. Maybe it would have turned out so much better, and I'd be married for life, growing old with somebody, and having all the children with the same dad. You know, maybe that would have been amazing. Anyways, I'm grateful for my life today, but I'm saying it maybe would have looked differently, right? Anyways, a shower of fireworks. Let's get back to this. I know he wasn't didn't he travel with Candace Owens? That was like his best friend, but we're supposed to believe he hates women of color. I don't know. Come on, people.
A shower of fireworks.
Okay, if you've been to war, is that a shower of fireworks or is that a showering of shell casings? I mean, you tell me.
A shower of fireworks.
A shower of fireworks. And when there's fireworks, do you oftentimes have to announce it? I don't know. His best, yeah, I read that get awkward. It's just, yeah, no, didn't do it. If I had waited for marriage, I wouldn't have realized. There you go, Jamie. My man is a good daddy. Amen to that. Yeah, I mean, my baby daddy is a good dad when he wants to be too. So it's amazing you have that all the time, you know? That's amazing. I am amazing that my daughter has many different role models to look up to, right? Like I have seriously the best dad who stepped up in the world, and I'm grateful that my daughter has him. You know, when her dad, I think her dad just has some stuff that he is dealing with, right? I think some people, this isn't anything I haven't said to him, so I'm not worried about it. I think some people, when they get sober, they become dry and angry, and he's been clean and sober for so long. I think I don't know. I don't know what else he needs, but he needs something because sometimes getting clean and sober, like that's enough, right? That's amazing. But you get sober to live again, not to stay miserable, right? At least for me. You know, not every day is perfect, but I'm feeling every emotion and I'm present. I'm really here. I don't know. It's not perfect, but I get to live again. I got a second chance, you know? Anyways, I don't know why I'm feeling very reflective with you guys today, but again, I warned it was going to be a long stream. Shoe Gal said at Team YouTube and at YouTube creators, are you guys cool with creators using their channels to beg for money from vulnerable people? See below every single day, especially when they have a history of lying, changing their mind, and deceiving how much money they receive. Okay, so people were talking about this. Rhonda came in and said, wait, I donated to GoFundMe. I don't know if it's taken out of context. I saw it happen in real time, but I thought she was saying, like, wait, meaning like it's taken down. I donated to it. But maybe she doesn't remember donating $687. Anyways, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. Hopefully her husband checks their finances in case she's going through something that prevents her from remembering why she's sending large sums of money to people. Um, hey, Lori. Sorry about baby daddy, but you are so present, so I'm sure she's happy. I would be upset if someone with views the opposite of mine lost their life for expressing them. Same. I would too. I love seeing so many like-minded people getting along, and there's nobody who's really stupid spreading nonsense in the chat. Wanda takes acid and watches Foodie. I believe that. I believe that. Dave's World said, Beezers, what are they reporting you for? Foodie Beauty. Probably some BS lie that I'm living here. Again, keep all this in mind because we eventually get to a clip. Fondue says, Chantal and Teardrop, you threatening people and taunting people with your cunt stank attitude. Keep it up, Chantal, and Salah will be going on a money run to Beirut tomorrow to get her money. Leaving from Dara to Beirut. Is it Beirut? I feel like I say it wrong, but whatever. You guys know what I mean. Nice guys with guns, you hear? All right, Teardrop says, a loser screwing with your GoFundMe. She also says, Reaction Channel so jealous he was getting donations. Why they suck up their super chat money. Yes, I'm so jealous. Teardrop said, the GoFundMe reporters. Oh, and then she's doing like a punchy emoji. Teardrop, I don't think you can leave your couch. Come on. Molly said, Laura, she is right here on YouTube like millions of other do, so get lost. Teardrop said, weird. The ones who complain don't even donate. Teardrop said, wow, proud of doxing freaking kisses me off. It kisses you off? I don't know, Teardrop. You may have amnesia or some sort of alcohol-related dementia. But Foodie Beauty set the standard with this doxing stuff. Her and her beezers went around doxing everybody just for talking about her. So, I mean, guess I would be mad at the person who started it. I'm not saying doxing is okay, but I'm not going to act like we're all better than this, that, and the other when there's nothing but doxing happening, right? Like, that's all. Unfortunately, in girl world, it seems like everybody gets fucking doxed. I'm not saying it's okay, but come on. Teardrop, you're part of a group who remember when Foodie Beauty doxed an elderly lady's what was it, a senior citizen? Like it was a rehab, elderly home. I can't find the right word right now, retirement home, whatever. Remember when Foodie Beauty did that? Or when her beezers started doxing PI's children and what schools they went to and where PI worked. And then they went after Yaba, and then they went after me and everybody else. But it's only a problem when it happens to Foodie Beauty, right? And her beezers. Only a problem then. Foodie Beauty was having channels mass reported and getting people's channels demonetized. Her beezers reported my PayPal, got that shit taken down. But it's only a fucking problem when it happens to her. Ranting, mad at reaction channels, being a cunt. I'm gonna speed this up.
I'm gonna make money on this trip, but I can say it again. I'm gonna make videos on this trip, which generate revenue, which will go towards coming home. Do you see how that works? Or anyway, time to block her. Bye. Waste your time, John Williams. You literally waste your time. Because do I ever stay down? No. Did I get my PayPal back? Yeah. Am I gonna get the GoFundMe back?
You live in a shithole. And you're saying you're not down, you're having to beg for money to get out of the situation you put yourself in. You're supposedly separating from your husband. Your GoFundMe is taken down. I would say you're pretty down right now. I mean, if you think you're doing amazing, that's kind of scary.
Probably. And if not, I'll get the money another way. No big deal. Like, what? It's not a contest. Like, why are you even obsessing over me? Like, there's only so much you can do before you're going to get in shit. Legally. You're going to cross that line. Some of you. Why do the reaction channels think people can't give you money to get back to Canada? You can, since they know that already. Exactly. Yeah, totally.
Tone said, something tells me that Teardrop had great expectations out of life just to be disappointed at every turn. I think so too. You could tell she hates her life.
Thanks, Teardrop. Good night, time spoken. Because I like the Middle East, Jack, and my husband is from here. Michelle, do you not have anything better? They don't have anything better to do. Bored, miserable people are the most dangerous people in the world.
Pickle.
And you can clearly see that. They think they can control you,
We
right?
can clearly see that. I think you're tied to some bad things happening in Syria. You're bored and desperate.
They have so much time, and they have kids and families and fulfilling lives. And what do? Like, look at Girly Boy for free, obsesses about my life. And yeah, like, whatever you want to do, buddy.
Oh, you guys. I want to say something so badly.
It's a mental illness. Yeah. Hey, Syria.
Okay, I heard Girly Boy is talking to somebody that's part of a big university and telling him all about the short, sweaty little man. The woman let it slip yesterday during something I was watching, and the short, sweaty guy was supposed to be exposed last night. I don't know. In general, I don't think if it happened last night, I think it'll fucking happen today. I think he blew up his spot. Anyways, I think it'll be interesting because Little Short Man has been calling everybody liars who's remembered what he used to do, right? Calling people PDFs, saying he would never accept money from them. And then, like, the next week, he took money from them and is now unemployed by them. Anyways, long story short, Gorley Bread is talking to somebody that's part of that university and filling them in on everything that short little man is about. And that gives me life. Can't stand Girly Boy, but I love the karma for the short, sweaty little cokehead that's coming.
I'm not changing my mind. I've given no indication of that. So
Patty!
I can't imagine anyone coming up to me to discuss my financial status, right? Anyone can choose to make a donation. So what are they challenging? Exactly. They don't have to give anything. Problem solved. Hey, Cream Corn.
Someone said Chantal isn't begging for anything. Then what do you call the PayPal and the GoFundMe and the coming live every day with titles saying grifting this stream?
I don't come on here and beg, no.
She just posted. Let me see.
I know. They need to get therapy. And we're the sick ones. Like, I'm the sick one who needs therapy. Yeah, okay.
Foodie just posted a picture of her with bread. This delicious traditional Syrian bread is called kalb bread. It's slightly sweet and is made with milk. Is it anise, black cumin, cinnamon, and other things? It's so good. Your face is bigger than the bread.
Aw.
I'll show it in a second.
Somebody sent a nice, generous donation to PayPal. Thank you. I'll reply. Every time somebody leaves me a PayPal, I reply to your message. Unless it's a hate message. Then I'll probably just like tell you to sit, or you know what.
Jill B soon Piglet. I think so too. She was begging nonstop in Kuwait. She was. She was reported for begging in Kuwait too. Begging, prostitution. Oh, gosh, what else was it?
They say they actually have the nerve to say they're not pocket watching. Please, please. Strawberries. Oh my god. Literally, Amoeba's YouTube lover.
Someone tells her, word on the YouTube street is Nader has a court date tomorrow. Not sure if we're allowed to talk about him, but I hope he is done for good. So his court date is today. Today is tomorrow. I don't know. I don't have any updates yet. I don't know if we will till the end of the day.
You're in therapy once a week? I still do cameos, so you can also get cameos. They're on sale. That's another good way to support.
I'm going to skip through some of this.
You're not. You're not blocked. I'm.
Oh,
really don't. My guess.
I bet she hasn't paid any of her taxes off. I think she had to pay by October, didn't she? 10,000.
Yes, is that the reaction channels literally twist things I say. They cause outrage, which like pisses people even more off, and it's like
we cause outrage.
Hate mob at this point, and I'm just living my life. Imagine hating me while I'm sealing, you know, and just beezing and sealing. And yeah, I can be bitchy back to people, but what, like I said, what do you expect? You know, do you expect a hug when you treat me like crap? It's not going to happen.
Some Wanda Temp, oops. Well, a fake Wanda came in and said, was it the fecal fetish?
Why would it be awkward for Salah and I to live together? If we are amicable Why? Yeah, they do rage bait for money. They keep going for money. Why would we'll still be friends and do things together? One, they are pissed because we are donating. They hate that we.
That's weird though, right? I mean, there's some couples who have kids together that separate, and like every year they'll get together, do something as if like things like that happen, but I don't know. I think it's weird they're going on a road trip together. I think it's weird he says he owns the channel and he's still going to be a mod when she goes back to Canada, even though apparently, allegedly, he said if she goes back to Canada, he'll find her disgusting and unattractive. I don't know. What I do know is she fucking lies. She lies. I don't believe this breakup. I don't know. Maybe he wants to have his cake and eat it too. Still get money from her, but start a family with somebody else, so he's still gonna be nice to her. I could see that happening. Miss Lori said, I'm very sorry to hear that the direct and predictable results of your actions happened to you. Yes, Foodie, I am so sorry. I said she's live again, but we can't hear her. I'm not going to play this clip, okay? We couldn't hear her. I said she's boring and she keeps cutting out. She deleted this comment right away. What? Hold on. Posted another one? Okay, let's see. Visit channel. Do you guys want to see her post? She has 2,000. Okay, let me go to YouTube. Let me see. Sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you. I'm like, what? What? What now? Okay. Let's go to Foodie's channel. I will show you her looking like the bread she's posing with, and her bragging about her $2,000 of money she's collecting on PayPal, which she's not supposed to, while she's in Syria. So there's that. Okay, let me take you guys to YouTube. This is her looking like the bread. This delicious traditional Syrian bread is called kalb bread. It's slightly sweet and it's made with milk, anise, black cumin, cinnamon, and other things. It's so good. Okay, it looks like you're a fupa. And then she says, I have $2,000 raised so far. A big thank you to you guys. This is a big help. We are a fifth of the way there. We'll get more money from Super Chats next month, but not sure exactly how much. But with the Super Chats, probably closer to 3,000. I'm searching for a good bees pad. Ew. I really hope if she is scamming her audience and staying with this dude and coming back just for the holidays, but she's going to return to him. I hope she loses it all. I hope she does. It's not like she asks for help every once in a while for something, that everybody understands, right? Like she has these big wants and needs and asks. Like instead of just getting a studio, she wants a 3-bedroom. Instead of taking a bus, she wants you to buy her a car. Instead of needing help buying insulin, she wants to get her nails done. It's too much. And then time after time, we see the money never really goes to what she says it's going to go to. She lies, she scams. While people's finances are nobody's business, we have a right to call out scamming. You just did a scam not that long ago where you used a little girl with disabilities. You made $1,000 off of her to do school in your living room. Come on, Chantal. I know you're watching. People have a right to call out scamming. It's like saying we have no right to report a crime if it didn't happen to us. If I see somebody getting robbed on the street or getting beat up or whatever else, like I feel like I have an obligation to report it. Maybe it's just me. All right, so I forgot what I was going to share. I'm not even sharing Twitter again. Hold on. And let me go back to my chat. Then went to Qatar and ate everything. Exactly. I hope to God they detained her. That'll be great. I hope they do. All right. So she's boring. She keeps cutting out. She deleted the comment right away. Oh, that's what I was looking at. Stop begging people to fix your bad choices. Jesus, see, grow up. that part right there. And it's so weird to me. She says, "Oh, I can't ask my family." At first, she said that she couldn't ask them because she felt uncomfortable. It's wild to me you feel comfortable asking strangers for money. That's wild to me. And it's not like it's $200, right? It's 10,000. Not your mother posted, "Hey chins, evidence you are not practicing Islam and not a real Muslim, and neither is Poop Boy." It says that begging is discouraged or forbidden. As a profession, begging to amass wealth or as a regular occupation is explicitly forbidden. Without necessity, asking for money without a dire need or when one is capable of earning a living is discouraged. Well, I don't think she'll be winning any awards of Best Muslimah of the Year or anything. Like, she does the opposite of everything she's supposed to be doing. Okay, wait. Here's a clip of Pulpy. Red Zesty said, "Now this is a content. I am cackling."
Wait, why are
I
you
just
still
love
going
his
on
laugh.
family holidays if you're getting divorced? God, can you imagine the gossip going around the family at the moment? Oh, that would be great.
Really, Chili Chi?
Guys, did you hear that Poopy and Chantal are separating? Well, I heard they never actually got married. Oh, really? No, it was a Maya marriage and there was money involved. That's what I heard. Really? Yeah. And she does this weird thing on YouTube where she's like begging her audience for money. It's so bizarre. But, you know, she's like paying for things. Well, I guess Poopy is because he was a big shot back in Kuwait. Do you actually think that? I think I heard a rumor. I had a rumor that he wasn't working for the last like year and a half and was just living off this like strange woman's paycheck. Hi, Chantal. Yeah, no, it's lovely to have you here. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, so good. Why does she always smell like butter? I don't know.
No, I'm not going back to Canada tomorrow.
His laugh is contagious. The fact that she thinks she deserves $10,000 of free money for being a selfish, dishonest asshat is so crazy to me, right? Salty Blonde said, "A poem about Foodie Beauty. This little piggy went to Syria. This little piggy should have stayed home. This little piggy ate gray roast beef. This piggy's fundraiser has none. So this piggy cried me, all the way home." That was beautiful, Salty Blonde. Absolutely beautiful. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, "I firmly believe this grift is money to pay off her bankruptcy, get her an apartment, and him to Canada. At this point, Salah will have fixed up the family home on her dime, and he gets to Canada. And it's all funded by the Beezers. That's the play, mark my words." Ew. Oh, this is one of those moments I really wish I looked at things I retweeted. "Well, there's a fat fuck saying, 'Good thing you and Salah will be in Canada come October.'" And then the fat fuck says, "Oh, but he is." And then he says again, "If he isn't with you 30 days of you landing in Canada, then yes, I'll buy you a car." Oh, how this guy likes to pretend. Okay, Salah says, "Fat fuck, go buy yourself integrity first. Money doesn't mean anything to me. The value is the importance." Okay, Salah. The romance scammer is saying money doesn't mean anything to me. Get awkward. I was telling my man yesterday about my old life, and now I would make out with 3 girls at a time. Yeah, I feel like we all go through those phases, though. And sometimes making out with women, it is better. I mean, I don't know. My boyfriend's a good kisser, but aside from that, it was better, you know? Mean Kitten said she's waiting to hear the status of the GoFundMe through Pete's. So I guess Foodie Beauty dumped it in his lap. Ay, ay, ay. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said she just admitted the breakup scam. Okay, well,
As long as he's being honest and true to himself, then that's all that matters. And I'll be sad for a bit, and he'll be sad for a bit. I know we'll survive, you know? Survive and thrive. Maybe I'm just selfish.
okay, you guys, we are at a pivotal moment. I have to pee. So I am going to put something for you to watch really fast. I don't know what. But there's no me holding it till the end. Like, I just can't. So hold on. I have to pee. I'm 42. It's calling. Okay. I wish I had time to find you something. I'll just be right back. Okay. Well, that was very refreshing. If you have to pee right now, just go. Well, not where you are, but don't suffer through it. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Sorry. All right. I don't remember if I played whatever this was. Oh, she admitted the breakup scam. I don't know. I had to pee, to be honest. There was no focusing during this clip.
As long as he's being honest and true to himself, then that's all that matters. And I'll be sad for a bit,
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to wash your hands.
and he'll be sad for a bit. I know we'll survive, survive and thrive. Maybe I'm just selfish. As long as he's being
I don't know. Apparently, that was her admitting the breakup scam. Maybe I just am missing it. Did you guys hear the part where she admitted to the breakup scam? Brennan said Foodie is laughing at the sounds of grenades being thrown in her ongoing live stream. I almost went back to hear it, but I don't know. I'm just going to believe that they heard the sounds of grenades. I mean, I heard the sound of whatever that was before. I don't think it was fireworks. Be kind. Thank you for gifting a Breezy Bunch membership. Tay Tay, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. Hey, gorgeous. Eric said I figured I would read it and thought, yep, that's free the people. And it's true because I've gotten to the point in life where I don't really care what other people think. As long as me and my kids are happy, then life is good and the world is right. I get that. I feel like when we're younger, we spend a lot of time caring what everybody thinks about us. I remember that, like, even looking back on, like, days that were supposed to be fun, I was worried about ruining my hair and my makeup, whatever else, and there's something very free about being 42, and I don't care if my hair's ruined after swimming. I don't care if my makeup's ruined at the amusement park, like, I'm fully in the moment and just enjoying the time that I'm having, right? But before, yeah, I was always insecure, worried about what everybody thought about me, who I was pissing off, if so and so was mad at me. And then today it's like, well, if they're mad at me, hopefully they talk to me about it. We could fix it. If not, oh well, you know? I don't know. I feel like I grew a thicker skin too. I did. I used to be so sensitive before. Um, and now, I don't know. It's hard to get me that upset. Be kind. Thank you so much for gifting more. Oh my gosh, I love you. What the fuck is happening? Welcome to the Breezy Bunch. Susan, welcome to the Breezy Bunch. Doesn't that feel good to not care anymore? I love the free feeling of getting older. I do. I thought it was going to be scary to be older, but I feel the best I've ever felt. I do. I love myself the most I've ever loved myself. I think I'm in the best shape. I used to, in my 20s and even in high school, like, I barely eat, but I feel healthier now. I do. I could look in the mirror and like what I see. And there's something so sexy about being in your 40s. I don't know, at least for a woman. You feel the sexiest you've ever been. It's hard to explain. Anyways, I love the little fine lines and wrinkles. It just means that I've lived this long. I mean, at one point, I didn't think I'd live past 30. So, there's that. Yeah, I love getting older. Always will look young. I assume even the nurses at the hospital, like, you're a little young to be having a child. I'm like, bitch, I'm too old to have a kid, honestly. Nicole said same, but I embrace the age and I'm loving the freedom of not caring what people think and just being happy for me. Same. A few more wrinkles, but it just show I smiled. That part right there. That part right there. Mean Kitten said actual gunshots just went off. The chats called it, and Foodie Beauty said, yeah, that was gunshots. Correction, it was a grenade. How she could just laugh and fart and rage and do all this while there's grenades being thrown is beyond me. I'd be hiding behind something. There would be no firing up a live stream. I wouldn't want to draw attention to myself. Malarkey said it only took Salah 3 years to figure out what we all did in a matter of weeks. He's a sharp one, all right. So she got a super chat from Cats and Tea that said I would send more money if you took care of your health. Salah replies, Cat Tea, no, she will not take care of her health. Save your $2, young lady. Even he knows. I do think he's an idiot, but I guess 3 years later, he's caught on. She's never going to take her health seriously. She's never going to go for a walk. She's never going to put the cheeseburger down. The goth said, I wonder when he's going to figure out that she's never going to be able to get him into Canada. Seattle Sapphire said, methinks he might be tired of feeding the buffalo. Maybe that's why he's trying to get rid of her. He can't afford her eating habits anymore. Could you afford to feed a zoo every single day? Alabama Chapstick has a clip for us. And then okay. I have more tweets to go through, you guys. We still got to get to Foodie's Rage this morning. We still got to get to the Facebook stuff. We still got to get to Foodie Beauty's big belly sticking out and jiggling. So, again, we're going to be here a little while. Let me restart this. What is it? Oh, is there sound? Well, this will be happening tonight at 8. There you go. Daily reminder to subscribe to Alabama Chapstick. Usually I have something funny playing for that. But it was one of those times where I really wish I would have pressed play. Anyways, I don't know if this stream has already came and gone. I'm assuming it's funny. Go check her out. Thank you. Do you guys remember this brush from the 80s? I remember how our moms used to brush our hair with it. And this was the most painful brush in existence. If it's the same brush I'm remembering, where your mom like smacked it onto your head with full force, and then those things would like indent into it. I don't know. It was painful. It was a good brush though. I had no tangles in my hair. I'll tell you that much. Not one to be seen. I don't know what this is other than, oh, this pizza. It's a big Papa slice, and they challenge their customers to eat it within 15 minutes. Foodie could finish that in 5 minutes. Look at this giant slice, you guys.
What is this?
Ow.
This side right here? There we go. Comes with its own cutter here. Okay. You can cut it yourself to whatever size you desire. Okay. You are welcome to sip it in, but before.
Could you eat that in 15 minutes? I could eat the little corner of it. That's a lot of pizza. I don't know. Now I want pizza. But not with pepperoni, with black olives on it. How about you? Black olives and banana peppers. Ooh, that probably sounds disgusting to you guys, but I think your pineapple and Canadian bacon together sounds disgusting. So don't you judge my olives, okay? Today, are you marked safe from effervescent fizz? I still don't know what the hell this is. Can somebody save me time from Googling and let me know what an effervescent fizz is? Is it like Alka-Seltzer? And if that's the case, how does the fizz get into your eye? Unless you're like, your eyeball's right there. Anyways, Where exactly am I supposed to go for the settings? I don't know. Where are you going? See if you have it turned on under this channel. Oh, okay, you got it covered, Nicole. Okay. I have no clue what you guys are talking about. Oh, can I tell you about this old story that I wrote that I found from 1993? I don't know, one day I might want to read it to you because it's a lot of pages and it's very interesting. There's an elephant named George, a rabbit named Willie. Anyways, I wrote this story in 1993 about an elephant who had a dream to play golf. And so he goes to play, and then hunters try to ruin his day, but he ends up getting to play golf, okay? He ends up getting to play it, but I found another report too. I wrote a story about my sister being in Wonderland. I don't know why, but I did. Um, Anyways, my stories were wild even back then. It just reminded me, I'm like, I've had a wild imagination my whole effing life. And not much has changed. I still love animals. I get to this part where you write about the author. Um, I love to play, I love to read. I don't know why I put that. I wasn't the reader in my family. I read The Babysitters Club and Goosebumps. That's about it. It's not like I was reading these big novels, right? Anyways, I like to play, love to read. It says I love puppies. I have one sister and no brothers. I love to write and I love ice cream. And I try to be the nicest person. I thought that was cute. My outfit. I blocked out my hairdo because I don't know what my mom did to me in this picture, but I had some sort of like peacock thing going on. I don't know. My hair was in a scrunchie, and then it was like teased and curled and crimped somehow all at the same time, and then it went off to the side. I don't know. I couldn't bear to look at the picture. Oh my gosh, Nicole! Thank you so much for gifting 5 Breezy Bunch memberships. Lottie the Lion, Magenta, Siphon Gaming, Divine Sun, and Bada Bing Bada Boom. Welcome to the Breezy Bunch. You guys, if you're getting gifted memberships, and you got one from Be Kind or Nicole, please thank them. I forgot to say that. Welcome to the Breezy Bunch, everyone. We have a Discord where if you're a member, we talk about Girl World outside of the streams, and you'll always know when I'm going live. So if you are a member, please reach out to me and I will get you in. Anyways, the elephant got to play golf, okay? I don't know if I have time to read 20 pages to you right now, but maybe one day we might read it for fun. It's very cute. Hell yeah, thanks, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. I couldn't eat that in 15 days. Y'all are welcome. Did get awkward, get one. Well, maybe next time. That's what you were telling her, how to turn it on. Okay, so on my phone, I know if I go to Nicole's picture where she gifted the 5, I know before I was able to click on that and then turn on gifting. So try that. If not, there should be another way. What it is probably the way Nicole told you, and I don't know how to do that way. I just knew how to click on the picture and turn it on. And I don't even know if you can still do that, but that's how I did it before. So this is Foodie's post, by the way, where she announces that the GoFundMe was taken down. She was not given a reason, she was given a reason, which she'll keep to herself, but haters mass reported it basically. I was also advised that everyone who donated will be fully refunded within 3 to 7 days. I will still try to raise as much as I can to start over in Canada. So if you still want to contribute, you can by the following ways: PayPal donations, cameos, super chats, watching her videos, she says, or becoming a member. Friendly reminder, she's not supposed to be accepting PayPal donations. She's not. Nothing but love said, it's never anything you did, is it, cutie? Apparently you broke their rules. Keep thinking you're untouchable because Girl World will keep proving you're not. Here's the thing, we're stronger together. There's one of Foodie and there's thousands of us, right? There's a whole lot of us. So I would stop telling us to do our worst, but you know what, Foodie, keep doing it. It's funny to watch. It's funny to watch shit happen to you in real time. And it's not like it's nothing you don't deserve, right? If you were minding your business and doing everything the right way and not trying to rip people off constantly and not serving children up to your channel on PDFs, we wouldn't have a thing to say, but you continue to be immoral, unethical, a lousy, scummy scammer. Do you realize all the shit you've talked about people in addiction before? I remember when it came out that Breezy was XYZ and Breezy's done XYZ, like you've had some horrible things to say about drunks and alcoholics, whatever, people who suffer from a disease, right? You had some horrible things to say. You are slimier, you are scummier than any drug addict I've ever been around. Do you get that, Chantal? And I've been in some bad parts, right? Hanging out in trap houses, flop houses, crack houses. I've been in some really bad positions, areas, whatever. And you are the scummiest I've seen. I've seen people steal from each other, rip each other off, but nobody ever used a child to do that. You are lower than anything you think about addicts or anything else. You're disgusting, Chantal, and it's beautiful to watch karma happen to you. Some days I wish it happened all at once, but it's funner watching it sprinkled out throughout the week. It's pretty amazing. Anyways, let's keep going. L's RPH said, well, would you look at that? GoFundMe is refunding everyone. Boo hoo hoo, Foodie Beauty. Looks like you've got a long way to go. This is just everybody's thoughts on the GoFundMe going down. North Star said, we all know you hate having people throwing roadblocks in your plan for getting easy money, but it has to be done for you to learn a lesson and what it means to be an adult and take responsibility for your choices. Here's the thing. There's growth in painful, uncomfortable moments. Think of it like when you were fucking up in life, when everybody stopped bailing you out and helping you out. Maybe you didn't change your ways the next day, but like everybody stopping, enabling, it got you help sooner, right? It got you on the straight and narrow sooner. It got you on the right path sooner. I think people like Chantal, even people like me, little slaps on the wrist don't do anything. Like a slap on the wrist didn't do anything for me. Every time I got into trouble, it was bigger and bolder and crazier, right? Because I didn't learn my lesson from being bailed out and let out within an hour or 2 hours or whatever. I didn't learn my lesson when my mom would bail me out of one situation, put me in rehab, I'd leave, she'd take me to another one. Like I didn't learn my lesson. It was when people stopped answering my calls, stopped giving me money, stopped putting a roof over my head, things like that. It was finally, my life got so bad that I had no other option but to change, right? Foodie is one of those people that she has to be uncomfortable. She has to because she's going to keep using children, kittens, whatever else. I feel like an old person will be part of her scam next. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Queen Jellybean said cash withdrawals or cross border transfers in Lebanon involving individuals linked to Syria would trigger scrutiny from banks and law enforcement due to ongoing concerns about illicit financial flows. She's going to Beirut, taking out the money in US dollars and then spending it in Syria. But what was this in reply to? Oh, Missy asked, I have a question. From what I understand, money laundering is when persons of questionable ethics run dirty money through legit businesses. So that's not applying to her. So is Foodie Beauty just generally grifting, or is her latest antics dipping into the realm of wire fraud? So that's why Queen Jellybean said this. I'm going to read it again. Cash withdrawals or cross-border transfers in Lebanon involving individuals linked to Syria would trigger scrutiny from banks and law enforcement due to ongoing concerns about illicit financial flows. She is going to Beirut, taking out the money in US dollars and then spending it in Syria. She's a fucking idiot. Maybe if she's in jail, though, she'll stop hurting innocent children, kittens, people in general. A Possum of Bliss said, so Cutie is going on a trip with 16 people that she can't understand because she's too lazy to learn the language. Would be a shame if she got lost or left behind by accident. Of course, that is going to be miserable. Foodie Beauty is going to wonder if they're all talking about her. Every time they laugh, she's going to wonder if they're laughing at her. Anytime they point at something, she's going to think they're pointing at her big belly, and I love this for her. Quartz 420 said, the fact that this bitch wants to live in a 3-bedroom villa and refuses to couch surf or even rent a smaller place for a few months, said she'd rather sleep on the street than a cheap motel while people are living in bombed ruins around her. Entitled cunt. Yeah, there was people during this stream yesterday that were saying, oh, this hotel is this much. Oh, you could stay here. And she's like, it probably has roaches. I'd rather stay on the street. Beggars don't get to be choosers, Foodie Beauty. Stay at a motel. Don't ask for a 3-bedroom apartment. Some people are wondering how they're going to pay rent on the first, right? And then there's you. You want 10,000 just because. Money said, oh, it's the Looney Tunes. They said, and Shipboy, Foodie Beauty and Shipboy already spending the Beezer donation money on a road trip. Probably heading to Beirut to pick up her YouTube check since she's getting paid in a couple days. She's not begging. Sally and Foodie will go on a long road trip, okay, they have a video out on this. So can one of the mods share the Looney Tunes? I like their videos. I like their videos a lot, and I think you should check it out too. I was living my best life this morning, having the best concert that one could ever have. It started with Fiona Apple, Criminal. You need to listen to that song. If you haven't heard it in a long time, you need to play it, and you have to watch the music video with it because it's just that much better. And then I had to play The Offspring, Why Don't You Get a Job? I love that song. And then I was in a Beastie Boys mood, and I don't know about anybody else, but when I play the Beastie Boys, I have to like do all these weird dance moves where you like swing your arms, but then like stop in a pose. I don't know. That's what I was doing. So I was listening to So What You Want and Intergalactic Planetary, which I love that song. I just do. I don't know why. I feel like the kids of today missed out when we had really good music and then we had music videos to watch with them, right? I don't know. It just, and the music videos told a story, and oftentimes they were so fucking wild, it made it entertaining. They weren't even the best quality, but I feel like people today don't have that where you wait for 3 p.m. to come on so you can watch a music video. I don't know. Remember VH1 the pop-up video? Is that still on? I haven't watched TV in forever. To tell on myself, I canceled Peacock. That was the only streaming platform I had left to watch my housewives and all of that. And I was in a mood the other day and I was like, F it. I never get to watch my shows anyways. I'm not paying for a service where I don't get to watch my shows. And then the next day I regretted doing it. And do you want to know how fucking stubborn and petty I am? Like it was a tantrum that nobody knew about and affected nobody other than me, right? But I had this whole little fight in my head and I was like, fuck it. I can't watch The Housewives. I'm so behind on the OC, whatever else. Fuck it. I'm not going to pay for the $7. And then I cancel it. And the next day I regretted it. And then I thought how stupid I was because when I went to cancel it, it was like, you can get it for $2.99 for the next 3 months. And I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to watch it anyways. Anyways, I had a point to all this. Anyway, sorry, my brain is just going with so many thoughts. T said, I might get it wrong, but I want all girl world to bookmark this. Foodie Beauty is not going back to Canada. This is the last hurrah to scam her beezers as she knows her channel is dead. The Cuba rage has given us a glimpse of who she is. She doesn't have to take accountability. Let's remember what Foodie Beauty said during this time.
You're welcome. Your channel is back. My channel is back because it fucking deserves it. Because YouTube said we were wrong in deleting our channel. You know why? Because people fucking false flagged it because they're pieces of shit. And we're not taking ownership or accountability. Does that make you mad? Ooh,
oh, there it is.
Sorry. She never takes real ownership or accountability for what happens. Stay mad, bitches. I don't have to. I'm back on YouTube and I make fucking triple what you make in a year. You're welcome.
Does Foodie Beauty make triple of what you make in a year to those out there? I think she maybe makes $3,000 a month. Maybe, which is a lot to some people, but you have to remember at one point she was making 25,000 when she was going off about this. So back then she probably made more than a lot of people, but now I wouldn't say so. Anyways, when she complains when we make fun of how much money she has or the places that she's living in, wherever it may be, it's because she used to do things like this. She would go on rants making fun of people and how much money they made. Her place was nicer. She had this that was better. She was making 25K. You can't even afford to feed your kid McDonald's. Like that was the shit she would say. So Milker said earlier today, anyways, there was a point to this too. She's gonna manipulate everybody. She doesn't need to take accountability because her beezers are idiots and have the brain of a flea. They forget every time she scams. And then they're like, oh, that never happened. No, you just forgot. You blinked and you saw a squirrel or something and you forgot. Milker said earlier today, "You can't keep me down. I will probably get my GoFundMe back." And then there's this post. All right, so the GoFundMe was taken down. Oh, that gives me life. That's hilarious. Alex Ashok said, "It's a good day when Chantal loses $1,000 US. Her GoFundMe was taken down." And look, while I don't encourage people to go out of their way to do this stuff, I do not feel bad for her. She has messed with animals and now children. Sorry, boo. Too bad, so sad. I don't know if she even wants to go to Canada because everywhere she goes and anything she does will be contacted. I wouldn't be surprised if she's publicly ran out of multiple places. You reap what you sow. That's true. I would love for her to get ran out of places. In her live stream today, she's like, "I'm not gonna live in Cornwall." I would love for her to step foot in Cornwall and somebody say, "Sorry, we can't serve coffee to you. Your business is not welcome here." Remember how much you hate Canada? No Tim Hortons for you. Carrie said, "Foodie, are you sure it was Alka-Seltzer? Oh, is that what it is? Alka-Seltzer. You splashed in your eye today? Or is it this obvious extreme swelling in your eyelids, brows that you're staying off camera about? Girl, you're a mess." Maybe when she's not on camera, it's because she can't open her eyes. I mean, her eyelid fupas are so big. I would just stop opening my eyes. If I had to carry like those big balls around, no, just fuck it. I'm gonna be napping permanently. That sounds exhausting. I think she can't open her eyes anymore, and I'm standing by that. Um, I just need you guys to see this photo because every time I'm reminded about her stomachs, I'm like, "Oh, it really wasn't that bad back then." And while that's still bad, like she has 8 stomachs now when she only had 2. Have you ever dated a woman with fupa balls? Would it make you feel insecure to the men out there if a woman had bigger balls than you? I mean, I think Foodie probably does. No offense. I mean, I'm sure yours are the biggest in town, but Foodie's are definitely bigger. And then when she carves her face with that filter, the nerve. We remember how wide her face is. Look at all those cheeks. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh, if you looked like this, would you stop commenting on other people's looks? If I was bald and had balls, and I wasn't supposed to, and I hunched over like this, and my stomach hit my knees, I would just stop commenting on anybody's looks altogether. I just would. I'd probably go into hiding too. I don't know what's happening with this outfit. It's definitely the people of Walmart, and I'm a people of Walmart. I shop at Walmart. I love Walmart. I just don't like going into it. I feel like you can't pay me to step foot inside a Walmart. I like having it delivered. I do. This photo is our thumbnail. Have you ever seen a woman get possessed over a cheeseburger? She was either possessed or getting off. I can't remember. Probably getting off, to be honest. She used to eat food in Kuwait that would make her eyes roll back into her head, and then she would need a cigarette after. I think she's had some food in Kuwait that's better than most of the sex she's had in her life. And I kind of feel bad for her for a second. Kaylee Star said, "Here are some of my tragic masterpieces of our Queen of Girl World. But I know y'all are sitting on treasures true. Drop your unflattering queen pics. Let's make this the ultimate Hall of Fame." Okay, before we get to the other stuff. Oh, there's no comments yet. Well, I think I'm going to have to add to this thread and bookmark it and come back later because between me and Aaron alone, we can light up this whole entire thread. Seasons shared Malarkey Meters post where Salah shaded his wife, saying to save your $2 because she's never going to take care of her health. When a romance scammer says save your $2, like, is that not a wake-up call? Okay, I need you guys to hear this clip too. This is Foodie Beauty and Salah claiming she is now a permanent resident of Syria. So friendly reminder, she's not supposed to be accepting PayPal money spending it, using it, whatever, while she's there because their services are not there.
Yes, I don't know exactly what my status is, but I'm here under Salah. He's my husband, so I don't have to leave. Yes, I don't know exactly what my status is, but I'm here under Salah. He's my husband, so I don't have to leave. Yeah. So.
No, you want the PR.
PR. Really?
The
Permanent residency.
Sort of, right? Yes. Not the exact same.
Leah. Hey, Leah. Nessa. Hi. All right. Well, what I do know is she's not supposed to be what she's doing what she's doing. Anyways, if she's a permanent resident, why is she suddenly leaving? None of this is real. There's more to the fucking story. There is. Susan said, if they're broken up, why does she have all these videos up? Her pattern is to delete everything. You suckers are financing a family vacation in Syria, followed by holidays in Canada, and then she returns to Scat Boy. Let me go to this weird post. Hold on, I gotta find it. Oh, this is funny. New selfie with my love. Love you, Syria. Look at this wall. I don't even want to know what happened there. I have an idea, and I would never sit by it. I wouldn't. But look at this comment. Ah, is that your grandson? I miss my grandbabies. I would have taken the picture down if somebody left that comment for me. Chaos Rain said, it's grazing the ground now. Donate to the bees. Oh, her stomach. Holy crap. That's the bottom of the gunt. I have no words. This is why she's so lazy. The gunt, it weighs too much. It's killing her back. It's killing her knees. She must almost trip 1,000,000 times a day. Are you a klutz like me? I trip over my feet, walking into the bathroom, out of the bathroom, into the kitchen. Imagine if you had to worry about dragging a gunt around too. I'd break my neck. Anxiety said being built like that gotta be a curse or something because how the fuck can you do this to your own body? I swear this photo is real and people think it's not. But this is how disformed her body is. Like her arms don't even go past her stomach. She looks like a dinosaur, a pregnant dinosaur, a pregnant T-Rex. And have you seen anybody with such a fat head? Now I get why she seals. Her arm is too heavy to lift up. Her leg's too big to walk around. Her gunt's dragging on the ground. That has to be uncomfortable. Oh my God, think of your lips and everything that she has. It's all sagging to the ground, everything on her. It's all hitting the ground. That would be so uncomfortable. No wonder why she needs all that baby powder. Oh, wow. Okay, so friendly reminder. These are the things she was reported for. I believe this was from Kuwait. The complainant is a Kuwaiti citizen, and while she was in her residence located in the area of Al Malbula, Block 2, while browsing YouTube, was surprised by the account Foodie Beauty, who was posting requests to collect donations in violation of the law and without a permit. The account also posts clips of sexual nature that incite debauchery and immorality, which the complainant will refrain from mentioning, but you will find all of it on the flash drive attached to the complaint. It shows the participation of both defendants in preparing and publishing those clips. They also publish clips of oil fields, which is a violation of the law. This is from Kuwait. In addition, they commit traffic violations and document these cases and publish them on YouTube on the account mentioned above. I think this is from when Paz Kuwait reported her. Since by the way, while I think Pause Kuwait is shady as fuck, I do believe they can still report people, right? Um, since the complainant is in Kuwait, she is acting in the best interest of this country and all of its citizens. The law encourages all those who live here to report all crimes they witness. Article 200 of the Penal Code also stipulates that anyone who incites a male or female to commit acts of debauchery or prostitution or assist them in doing so in any way shall be punished with the imprisonment for a period not exceeding 1 year and a fine not exceeding 1,000 rupees or either of these two penalties. So, anyways, right after she was reported for prostitution, her and Salah, debauchery, begging, all those things, they up and left and ended up in Syria. So there must have been some truth to this, right? I mean, she was having men pay her to eat during Ramadan. Look at this picture of her. All right, hold on. I want to make sure I didn't. We still have more tweets. I'm just concerned I missed this one very specific one. No, we saw that. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, we're gonna go through Salah's Facebook page. Hold on, we're going on a field trip. Hold on, let me turn down the sound because it doesn't really say anything anyways. Okay, so I really want you guys to pay attention to the photos, okay? Because the person is scrolling through and they can't click on every photo, but it's a lot of photos of these two specific children, right? So I think this is it. Let's go full screen and let me make sure I'm sharing the right screen. All right. Oh, by the way, he's interested in men and women, and he has a post dedicated to him and Bruce Lee. Hey, Nessa. So it says interested in men and women, and you can't just accidentally, like, you choose that, right? Just like on my Facebook, I went from single to in a relationship, and oftentimes before that, you could choose what you're interested in. It's a choice. I don't know. I feel like we were called all kinds of things because we said he's gay and Foodie Beauty's his beard, but like, come on. Yeah, and it's been men and women for 12 years. 12 years. I have the sound turned off because it's just, I don't know, there's nothing, no talking. It's just a noise. This is from Julie's YouTube channel, by the way. Look at how he used to look. Emaciated. These are all his boyfriends, I'm assuming. Okay, hold on, let me go back. So at the bottom of the page, I believe that's his daughter, which is Sasa. And he talks about on his Facebook too having a son named Omar. I started watching her for the Syrian weight loss journey. Got it. He has an eating disorder. It says it's coming fast. No straight man accidentally chooses that, right, Kelly? His back. Oh, that's not his back. I think that's Bruce Lee. He's really obsessed with Bruce Lee. She's really worn on him. I mean, what he used to look like, and now, oh, that's his son, I think. I went to his Facebook today, and I think the photos and everything are private, but then I ended up coming across a Noor and Salah's Facebook. Me and Booty? Booty? Me and Booty? Me and Bruce Lee, the master of Kung Fu? my God, this is so, I hate the word cringy, but that's the only thing that I could think of. Me and Bruce Lee. Okay, think of somebody you're really into. Like, I'm really into music. It's like me putting a photo of me and John Lennon together on me and John Lennon. It's weird. More of his boyfriends. He's always with the boys. He's someone's father. He is. There's a lot of children on his Facebook. Look at his noodle arms. He looks like the biggest sleazeball right here. Oh my gosh, does he not? What happened to him? He went from looking like that to, well, we're gonna look at a recent photo of him. I believe he had posts too where he was praising Saddam Hussein, talking about 39 missiles. I have no comment. No comment. He clearly prefers men, right? Maybe he is into Foodie Beauty. She doesn't look like a woman. She has balls and a bald head. He's really fascinated by Bruce Lee. He has albums dedicated to Bruce Lee. There's his kids again. Anyways, these children, I'm pretty sure, are in on Nora's Facebook account that I saw. So this is Julie's channel. Hold on, there's somebody else. There's another video, not somebody else. There's another video I was laughing about. I want you guys to see it too. Hold on. It's Foodie Beauty dancing with her belly out. And if she does end up back in Canada and she doesn't doing this, I'm gonna revolt. Oh, I could turn the sound on because she sings. Hold on. You have to have the sound on for this.
Hi, Sam. Sam. What do I need?
You need Jesus and rehab. A year of love and hate. Oh, I can't click on it because Dahmer's probably lurking and ready to strike for her mans. Hey, Dahmer. Have you been writing him every week and put money on his books? Are you making his life cozy in jail? You should be in there with him, just so you know. Anyways, all right, let's continue. I want to show you guys. Can you see my screen? Am I showing the right one? Yes. Okay. This 2 hours has flown by. And I haven't even got to the rage from today. Well, we're gonna get to it. Okay. You know how I just showed you those photos of him where he actually seemed to care about his appearance? How does his head go from looking like that to like smushed? It looks like somebody ran over his head. But here's the thing about addiction, and Foodie Beauty has many, right? She's addicted to anything and everything. It doesn't just affect the addict, it affects everybody else around him. So he's constantly having to cater to her every want, which when you're in addiction, you want all the time. And you don't get a moment of peace. You don't. Your brain's constantly going, you're tortured with your decisions, you're constantly worried about how you're going to get your next fix. And so because you're miserable and stressed out, you do it to everybody else. You make them miserable and stressed out too. It truly is a selfish disease. I can honestly say that. Like, I was suffering, but I wanted everybody to suffer with me. And that's the reality of addiction. So everything Foodie goes through, her emotional roller coasters, she's a bottomless pit. She's never full. And food is her main addiction of choice. So It's definitely wearing on him. I bet you Noor's pissed. She left the guy looking like he was a young, aspiring model, and she got him back looking like a creepy pervert who just got released from jail. Seriously. Doja Cat said it would be pretty funny if he robs her blind and then puts her on a plane. That's the look of an evil man contemplating something. I think so too. How far will 8 to 10,000 go in Syria? He worked almost 3 years on her. He deserves the last big payout, and he's gonna get it. He is, one way or another. Those are the eyes of a man full of resentment, Eric said. Spent a year in the Middle East and saw it firsthand, Free People said. Deranged, hey, his head does look weird, right? It's smushed. That's the best way I could describe it. Yaba said, all I've heard is Foodie and Salah are using the donations for Canada to take his family on a trip. God, her people are so dumb. Celestial Mystique said, she says they're going on a family vacation the next few days, so can't afford to go to Canada, but could take 16 plus people on a trip for a few days? After you admitted you can access your money, how is this not a grift again? It is. Hectic Llama said, because the thing everyone does after deciding to get divorced is book a trip with their future ex-husband with him and his extended family. I feel like oftentimes when you're going through breakups, you're mad at the other person's family for creating that specimen that you're angry with, right? There's no going on vacation with all of them. There's no, at least for most people. Okay, Valgal said GoFundMe would not have taken it down without valid reason. I suspect that the valid reason you are keeping to yourself would also cause you to be PayPal banned. Keep taunting, Girl World, though. You're doing great, cutie. Okay, so you guys, I need to be very clear. I am not for sure this is Noor, right? The Noor. But I saw this and I got curious. So this man is clearly not Salah in this photo. But there's a photo on her Facebook of a man that at least resembles Salah to me. It looks like a younger Salah. I feel like it's the same kids on his Facebook that's in her photos. Again, I could be 100% wrong, but I found this to be too big of a coincidence. So is this Salah? You guys let me know. If it's not, it's not. Tisha said, I looked that name up and she's either a Swedish actress or some kind of royalty in Jordan. I said, interesting, but doesn't that look like Salah in that one picture? And she said it does. I don't know. I mean, Noor could be very pretty, and at one point, she could have been an actress wherever she was. I mean, it seems like anybody could say they're an actress. You're an extra in a movie once, and you're an actress in Hollywood or wherever. So I don't know. No. Okay, Nessa said no. John Smith said, I don't think that's Salah. Okay, well, see, I'm glad I have you guys to tell me that. Because to me, it resembles him, but I could also see how it could just be somebody that looks similar to him, and it's not. And going forward, under this photo on this Noor's Facebook, there's a bunch of broken hearts under this photo. And I took it as they were saying he passed away, but maybe they broke up. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's one big coincidence, but I wanted to show you guys too. I enjoy going down rabbit holes, even if I end up being wrong. I said the hog beast is live and being a massive cunt. She was. She's in a nasty mood today, you guys. So Beach Flower told her your PayPal donations are considered money laundering, and she did not appreciate that one bit. So
You're like the dumbest person on the planet. The dumbest person. And it's no surprise that you probably come from the audience of a reaction channel. It's brainless. I have no.
She kept cutting out and buffering, and there's nothing I could do about it, but just go along with it and laugh about it because she wanted so badly to tell us off, and sometimes she couldn't.
No words for you. Thanks for your $2. I appreciate it. Fucking Monday laundering. Can you imagine? Right, Julia.
Bean and bacon soup.
Yeah.
Oh, she gets mad too because people tell her to restart and her service is crappy, and that really pisses her off.
We did earlier, Proto. It doesn't do anything. The internet service is crappier. You know?
You know?
Yeah, we'll be careful. And that's why we travel usually with more people, because it's safer. Thank you, Kate.
Hi, Sniper. Good morning. Happy Friday.
It really sucks, yeah. Third world, hon. That's another reason I want to, head back to 5G, because I really need it to go live and upload videos quickly, not take all night. You know what I mean? No, I'm not
Rosie tells her I can give you a police escort if you're in Beirut. My dad's a cop.
in the mood when I get off live. It's only stupid people that annoy me. I'm not going to Beirut, so. I literally said all of the money I've saved to go home, which is almost 2,000 so far or more, like that's not including super chats, is in my savings.
You're also a giant fucking liar and nobody can believe a word you say. So there's that.
Second, payday is not even today. You don't get your money on the 21st. So why would I go anywhere? Third, I don't travel to Beirut when I get my money. Someone else does. So again,
You don't get your money when you travel, somebody else does. This isn't helping your case whatsoever.
wrong, stupid moron. Just say you're going to Beirut, Berlin. Yeah. Why don't I just, to make you all happy, the idiots happy, I'm going to Beirut to scam you all of your money, okay? How about that? There you go.
Now that I believe. That I believe. That's what you should just say. I'm greedy and I want money. I said she's trying to rage, but it's buffering, and this was cracking me up. She was going to go off on the reaction channel. So Rosie said, tell Yala I'm a hop off. Inshallah. Everything goes well with you both. Tab Yala? Is that a saying? Tab Yala. I'm going to start saying that when I leave. Okay, do you think his family is happy knowing you're leaving and they won? Now Salah can have hundreds of kids. You know that hurt.
Berlin and then Paris. YouTube lover, right?
Eric said, oh my God, did she finally tell the truth? I think I'm having a stroke or heart attack. Okay, well, don't do that because we still want you here tomorrow. But yeah, she finally told the truth. Happy Friday.
Yes, it's an imposter. Maldives.
It's like a windstorm.
No, I don't want to go to Cornwall. By the way, I've decided I'm not going to live in Cornwall. I'm going to go somewhere new. Somewhere unknown.
Unknown?
We're having a bit of a heat wave here at home. Oh no, Birdie. I know, Julie, I should. I really should.
The hell was that? Oh, I didn't mean to start it over. Hold on, I think we are around this.
I know, Julie, I should. I really should.
Oh, Salah.
Miss the old Beezer days when you'd wear wigs and lie about who you're I've never lied at all about any of that. I know that it's hard to fathom that people
And then it comes off.
go on dates because they don't look like gargoyles like the rest of the gore world.
Gargoyles? Do you look like a gargoyle out there? I think she was looking at her reflection. Anyway, she was about to go off on us, and then her internet said, not today, biatch. So she's buffering here. I think she was farting in between raging. Let me know what you guys think. This is where we're at in life on a Friday morning at almost 10:30 a.m. I'm asking my audience if they think Chantal farted. Did you ever think your life would turn out this way?
Yep.
I mean, that had some bass, right?
Yep.
Anyway, so then I go back into her
Yep.
stream, and then it's buffering, and we hear it again, and then the stream ends. So she went live to rage, be cunts to the money or to the people that she's asking for $10,000 from, and then she just storms off.
Yep.
Anyways, that hurts my ear every single time. But I feel like it's because I keep having to turn my sound up. I don't know if I'm going deaf in my old age. I went to too many concerts or what. But sometimes I feel like I can't hear her at all. And then sometimes it's so effing loud. Is it like that for you too? Cosmic Kitten said more clickbait. They're leaving Julie alone for 2 days while they go away. She's not going back to Canada. Fondue Spiteful Bitch said, imagine being a raging cunt to people and demanding $10,000. Fuck you and your pimp, you pig. Hopefully the nice guys with guns don't find out that you're moving large sums of money between Lebanon and Syria the next 2 days. I mean, that would be a shame. Saul says, just say you're going to Beirut or Berlin. Who cares? Like, seriously? Teardrop says, everyone, it's going to buffer. Deal with it or come another time. And Salah says, it's not the reason why she's leaving. If you don't know about things, just shut up. Thanks. I just think that you shouldn't say a word, Salah. Nobody takes you seriously. We don't even look at you like a man. You have the tiniest little smoky I have ever seen in my life, and a rotten toe and noodle arms. Nobody takes you seriously, Mr. Woof Woof. Bad Seed said, have fun with the landmines during your illegal border run to Beirut. Laundering money, you asshole. This is what's going on around her, by the way. 2 children unalived and a woman and a young man were seriously injured when a shell left behind by the war exploded near the Al Daria camp, located on the outskirts of the town of Kanakar in the Damascus countryside. The victims are displaced from Al Jazeera, Jazeera, and come from the village of Garba in the southern countryside of Hasaka, which is controlled by the SDF. Yikes. And she's untouched. It's wild, right? It's odd. It's fucking odd. Anyways, I think that's more or less where she's actually going to. But in general, I feel like horrible things are happening to women and children, and Foodie Beauty is magically okay. And it has to make you wonder why. Why do we hear gunshots in the background of every single live stream and she's not worried at all? Not a care in the world. Makes you think. Anyways, oh, free speech? No, I will not be reading that. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was a long stream. I enjoyed it though. I really liked the chat today. I wasn't always replying to you guys, but I saw it going off and that was a good time. So shout out to you guys. Thank you to my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members and to everybody who hangs out here every single day. Thank you for liking this stream, for participating, even if you don't agree with me. I think that's a beautiful thing that we can disagree but come together for hating Chantal. Happy Friday. Make good choices, good memories. Thank you so much, Be Kind and Nicole, for gifting the memberships. Welcome to all the new Breezy Bunch members. Remember, if you are a member, if you're gifted it, or you become a member, I'd like to invite you to Discord where we talk about the girls. No drama. If there's any drama, we give the boot. But other than that, it's a good time. I love you guys. And I'll see you in the next live stream. If anything happens today, I think Foodie's traveling, so I think it'll be pretty quiet. But if anything happens, I'll be live in the morning, okay? I love you. See you soon. Bye, everybody.